Hey YouTube, Sogyo here, and whether your current phone is the original iPhone from 2007 like this, or whether or not your current phone is something a bit more modern, such as the iPhone 12 that I am filming this video on, there is one thing that is constant between all of them, and that is the use of a touchscreen that is capacitive. Now, how does this work, and how can it distinguish between the touches of inanimate things and humans? Well, there are two main types of touchscreens that I want to talk about first, and the first one is probably the most common one, which is used, for example, at McDonald's for their cashier machines, and it uses two different transparent layers of material, like this, and the one is arranged over the other. And if the lost bottom material detects it being in contact with the top material, that tells it that the top material has been pressed down onto it, and it interprets this as a touch. It doesn't have any way of checking to see if this is actually a human doing it or anything, to see if it's not accidental, for example, but it gets a job done. It's very cheap and it's very simple. It's a very simple system. However, modern phones will not use that. Instead, they will use a capacitive touchscreen. The way that this works is an electric field is created over the phone. Although you can't see it with this original iPhone here, there is an electric field above the screen right now, and your body, of course, can conduct electricity because lightning flows through your body to the lower potential difference of the ground below it, or the low charge of the ground below it. And so thus your body can conduct electricity, and so when you put your hand onto the phone here, what it does is it breaks the magnetic or the field that's being created here, and the charge instead runs through your body, and the phone is able to detect this down to a very high degree of accuracy and basically interpret from there, using by knowing what's on the screen currently, what it needs to do as a result. And this is also used for things such as Touch ID. Even though, of course, most people don't have phones that have Touch ID now, at least mainly for iPhones, they use capacitive touch. For Androids, they use mainly a optical scanner, which physically almost takes a picture. But for iPhones, they use touch, where they try to break where you put your finger on and the electricity flows from it into the phone. And this also, rather grimly, in a rather grim light, means that, same with modern phone screens, a dead person's finger won't be able to interact with them at all. So if you're trying to steal anything from a dead person and steal data from their phone, then don't try and use their fingers, as it won't work.